This Imam al-Mujtaba, who is buried in Baqi', and tonight Baqi' is dark. Rasulullah said about this young boy, قال بني حسن أشبهت خلقي وخلقي. Oh my son Hassan. And Rasulullah doesn't exaggerate. He doesn't speak out of emotion. وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. He speaks nothing but inspired revelation. Oh my beloved Hassan, you resemble me in my appearance and in my akhlaq. And what does Allah say about the akhlaq of the Prophet? وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَىٰ خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. This Imam is mazloom. Everyone loved Imam al-Hussein. They respected him. But do you know, even some of the Shia, they used to insult Imam al-Mujtaba. They used to say, Assalamu alayka ya mudhill al-mu'mineen. Peace be to you. They would mock him that you are the one who humiliated the mu'mineen because you signed the peace treaty with Muawiyah. You know, this Muawiyah, he poisoned Imam al-Mujtaba 5 times, and the Imam recovered. Until Muawiyah from Sham, he sends a message to the Emperor of Rome saying that I want you to send me this specific poison. The Emperor of Rome writes back to Muawiyah that you have requested a type of poison that we only give to our worst enemies. Muawiyah says, I am going to give it to my worst enemy. On the day of his shahada, he was poisoned with this type of poison. When the poison reached Muawiyah, he would always order the poison from Rome. This time, the poison came in a stone container. Allahu Akbar. He asks, why is this container different from the previous containers? They were all poison. They say because this poison will eat through metal. Imam al-Mujtaba, when he was poisoned by his wife Ju'da, do you know Imam al-Hasan was fasting on that day? You know when you fast, brothers and sisters, your family, they say to you, don't eat heavy food, eat something light, because it will hurt your stomach. Imam al-Mujtaba is fasting, and the moment he swallows that poison, he says, لَقَدْ تَقَطَّعَتْ أَحْشَائِي. He says, I feel that my intestines are melting. As soon as he feels the poison in his body, he says, إِيتُونِي بِأَخِيَ الْحُسَيْنِ. Call my brother Hussein, because I will not survive for very long. Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, he rushes to his brother. On a night like this, Imam al-Hussein is weeping. Imam al-Hussein, when he enters the room, Ya mu'mineen, the eyes of Imam al-Hussein, they fall on the face of his brother al-Hasan. He sees the pale face of his brother, and he begins to cry. You know what Imam al-Mujtaba says? قال يا أبا عبد الله إن كنت باكيا فابك نفسك. Oh Hussein, if you want to cry, cry for yourself. Why? قال لا يوم كيومك يا أبا عبد الله. Because there is no day like your day, Ya Aba Abdullah. Allah. He sits beside his brother Imam al-Hasan. He gives him his wasiyah. He says to him, Ya Aba Abdullah, you are the Imam after me. Among the things that Imam al-Mujtaba requests in his will, he says to him, Aba Abdullah, Akhi Aba Abdullah, I want you to bury me beside my grandfather Rasulullah. But if they prevent you from burying me beside my grandfather, do not allow any blood to be shed. Redirect my body and bury me in Jannatul Baqi'. Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, he sees his brother's condition deteriorating. He gives a bowl to his brother. Imam al-Mujtaba begins to vomit blood. There is a knock on the door. Imam al-Hasan is saying to Hussein, move the bowl away from me. Imam al-Hussein says, why? He says, because that is Zainab at the door. I don't want Zainab to see me coughing blood. Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam, he's laying on his deathbed. He says to Imam al-Hussein, Aba Abdullah, direct my face to the Qibla. He recites his final words, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah. And then he looks at the members of his family. He says, Astawdi'ukumullah, farewell, oh my family. Hada abi amirul mu'mineen. I can see my father Ali. I can see my mother Fatima. They are saying, Ilayya ilay. وَقَدْ فَارَقَتْ رُوحُهُ الدُّنْيَا. As soon as Imam al-Mujtaba, his soul departs his body, everyone in the house cries out, Wa imama wa madluma. Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam then washes the body of his brother al-Hasan along with the help of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. They carry the body. As they're about to leave, Zainab says, put the body back down on the ground. I want to sit with my brother for a few moments. Zainab, she sits over the body of her brother Al-Hasan, and they say that her tears sprinkled over the janazah of Imam al-Hasan. They lifted the body, ya mu'mineen. Imam al-Hussein is carrying the janazah. Abul Fadl al-Abbas, other members of the family are carrying the janazah. They take it to the grave of Rasulullah until that woman, she comes out of the house and she says, La tudkhilu bayti man la uhibbu. I do not allow anyone to enter my house whom I do not love. They prevented Imam al-Mujtaba from being buried. But do you know what happened next? Marwan ibn al-Hakam, along with others, they shot 70 arrows at the janazah. 70 arrows hit the body of Imam al-Hasan. At that moment, Bani Hashim became angry. They were enraged. The narrations say, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas became so angry that there were beads of sweat on his forehead. He drew his sword. Imam al-Hussein says, Abbas, put your sword back, because your sword was created for another day. They redirect the body of the Imam to Jannatul Baqi'. But before they bury the body, Imam al-Hasan pulls out every arrow from the janazah. When Imam al-Hussein, Sa'ad Allah qalbaka ya Aba Abdullah, he buries the body of Imam al-Hasan in that dark cemetery, he puts the dirt over his brother. The narrations say that the Imam's heart was broken, that Imam al-Hussein took off his imam and he threw it down on the grave of Imam al-Hasan. قال أأدهن رأسي أم تطيب محاسني ورأسك معفور وأنت تريب غريب وأطراف البيوت تعوط ألا كل من تحت التراب غريب لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم وسيعلم الذين ظلموا آل محمد أي منقلب سينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to accept the tears that we shed for Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam, the mazloom, the gharib of Ahlul Bayt. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to give us the tawfiq to rebuild the shrine of Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam and the other Imams in Jannatul Baqi'. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to honor us with the shafa'ah of Imam al-Mujtaba on the Day of Judgment. يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين.